back to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Today's episode powered by Hayabusa. It's all about the best ways to hold for a southpaw or someone in open stance. All right, in today's episode, we're talking about holding pads for a southpaw or someone in open stance. So a lot of times, even when I teach this here at Bazooka Kickboxing, a lot of people don't understand what it means to be in open stance. So open stance is the same thing as north-south, or I could say I'm in orthodox, Matt's in southpaw. Okay, so when I say open stance in today's video, it means we're either I'm orthodox, Matt southpaw, or it could be open the other way, still open stance. If we're in the same stance now, say at this point here, I call this match stance. We both switch again, match stance. If Matt switches, we are in open stance, okay? So it's all about holding pads for an open stance. Now, why am I talking about this? It's because it's very important as a pad holder that you hold in open stance because angles change, tactics change, different strike angles change. So you want to simulate that for your partner. So if Matt's fighting someone, as Matt's a southpaw, if he's always fighting most of the time an orthodox fighter. So when I'm holding pads, I need to stay in this open stance, and that's the most important thing. So he can visualize the idea of circling to the outside, or if he wants, cutting inside. We have tactics for both ways. So let me show you how I like to hold in this north-south open stance, opposite stance type of fighting, okay? So first things in an open stance is kickboxers, we got to learn to use our legs. Now, I like to make sure first we circle to the outside, and that's the first thing. So even when I'm holding, we're managing this distance here. So if I'm pressuring, I'm moving, and you see right away, Matt's activating this lead hand. So even in between, when I'm not even kicking, I'll just give Matt this lead hand, and he touches it, he plays with it, he uses it as pins to get around. So lead hand control and lead foot control is very important in this open stance. All right, so let's get to how I hold and some of the strikes I use. Now, one of the best things about the open stance is your rear side, your power side is loaded on both partners. That's why we say circle to the outside to stay away from the power, and you keep your power side loaded. So when it comes to the kicking, this is a dangerous one, but it's still a valuable one with timing, okay? So Matt will go here. Now, I'm holding in what I call single pad because it lets me change levels with the kicks very easily. So on open stance, the inside leg kick is there. Boom. Number 2, I like the body kick from here, okay? Now from 3, what I like to do is the back leg. Now, Matt's going to, instead of cutting outside, he's going to fake outside, cut inside, chop my back leg, and then start going outside again. I like to go here, head kick, boom, okay? I have front kicks as well. I have knees, okay? And I could even get Matt to shift momentarily to a match stance, open up. Now he's circling outside. So then from here, we get Matt, when he's using his legs, to mix in different tactics, okay? So you see the movement, lead hand dominance, lead foot dominance, changing angles with the kicks, changing levels, okay? And you can see how we can create a nice system of pads using the legs off of that, right? We need a movement pattern, circling outside, inside, lead hand control, lead foot control, and mixing levels and angles with the kick. Beautiful, okay? So now from here, we'll start moving on a little bit, and this is where we'll start mixing in some of our combinations. Now, I'm gonna put the pads on for this one. Now, from here, okay, I wanna make sure our hands start getting good before we start mixing. So, main thing here, we get this lead hand control. Now, some of my favorite things about this lead hand control is, one, what he can do is he can use a hand pin here and then launch his kick. So as I pressure him, he uses the hand pin, moves. So I'm gonna be here, as I pressure, he takes a hand pin, creates an angle, and he hits, okay? So he's using this hand here. Now, what else do I like? On this hand control, he's gonna push my hand down and jab on top, boom. Okay, he can kick off of that. Or what he can do is from here, he throws this down and then drops the 2 off of that. So to go bing, boom, right? And he moves, and then he can launch here. Okay? If you want to be even quicker, Matt can push this down and throw the 1-2 to this pad. Boom, boom. And then it's easy. Okay, so he goes here. He's got 1-2. He's got the hand pin to kick. Boom. So you can see I start mixing it up now. I give him this hand, and then I give him the hand pin to the kick. Beautiful. Okay, so you can start seeing now we have these different types of combinations being used. Good, the hand pin, and he starts moving. Okay, so that's what I like to do for my second round. Start getting that lead hand control, popping the punch, introducing the rear hand, and then we start moving and adding the kicks. Okay, so you can start seeing how things start getting involved. Now, one thing we have to do is make sure we establish a good power side combinations. Now, on open stance, yes, it's good to move here, move there, circle outside, but sometimes it's just as important to make sure we have very dominant, powerful style open stance combinations. Now, some of my favorite from here is going to be the cross hook round kick. Now, why I love the cross hook round kick, because on my cross, I can step outside the lead foot, split the guard, throw a hook, and take a small angle here where I can really load up my power shot. So when you see Matt take the step, he's going to take a step slightly out here, launch this hook, and then he's got this good, powerful kick, okay? So we start here, and then he loads it up. Boom, boom, boom. And then he manages his distance, circles around, and then we launch again. Boom, boom, boom. Good, stepping outside. Okay? Boom, boom. Bam. One more. And he goes bang, boom, boom. So dominant power style combinations are going to help you as well. Now, another thing on the open stance, okay, is making sure you diversify the combinations. Now, sometimes we don't always want to start, okay, with the rear hand. So we do a jab lead hook. Now you notice these power combinations, everything is slightly taking the angle. So on this combination, I jab here, and then what's going to happen is I hard hook and a hard kick. So the jab's the setup, and then you get that hard hook to the round kick. One, bang, boom. Okay, one more time. So boom, bang, boom. Okay, now we'll add the first one, cross hook round kick, bang, boom, boom, and then the second one here. Bing, boom, bang. See, subtle angles, good power style combinations off of that. Okay, now whatever power combo you can use with power punches to knees, control, but those are all the different types of combinations that I like to use from the open stance. Now, one little tip that I do want to give is work on sometimes going to the inside. And this is a little bit more for my intermediate advanced followers. We don't always want to run to the outside, okay? So this is a nice little bonus tip for us. So I like to say 2 to 3 to the outside, 1 cut inside. So when we did that back leg kick, we cut to the inside, right? But sometimes it's okay to do it with the punches. Now, say we're lined up, squared, okay? Now, what happens a lot, okay? I'll get Matt to throw a 1, 2, right? Bait. And then from here, I'm going to throw a 2. Matt's going to cut to the inside. Now, from this angle, Matt has a perfect rear hand shot right to the face, okay? So there's a great moment, say I'm in this stance, for Matt to cut this angle. So if I'm here, if Matt comes in and throws the shot from that angle, it's very effective. So I like a lot of combinations, right? So I'll do my first one, cross hook round kick outside, right? He moves outside. Then we have the jab hook round kick outside. Boom. And then he goes 1, 2, cuts inside, bang, and then he gets that combination, and then he starts circling outside, okay? So don't be scared to cut to that inside as you get more experience and you start reading your opponent a little better. You might have the faster rear hand, good feints, good angles, and you could really do some damage cutting to the inside. Pacquiao, a lot of his good knockouts happen cutting inside, all right? So I hope you enjoyed today's episode and understanding that teaching and learning and staying in an open stance while training is very important. We do whole curriculum here and units on open stance fighting because that's how important it is. You never want to go into your first fight and then all of a sudden panic because you're fighting someone in an opposite stance, all right? Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you like and subscribe to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA, and make sure you support the channel by supporting our sponsors. We have Hayabusa by going to HayabusaFight.com, linked in the description below. Perfect Sports Nutrition, using code Bazooka20 gets you 20% off. Last but not least, BazookaTraining.com, online curriculum taught by me, where you get brand new videos every single Mondays that are kind of broken up into different categories. We have home workouts, bag workouts, and pad workouts, and sparring drills for you to practice at home. Less than $10 a month. We'll see you next time here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Welcome to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA online training. I'm Bazooka Joe Valtellini, the owner here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Over the past year, I've designed and created a website to teach Bazooka curriculum at home and across the world. The purpose of this website is for you to, one, hit your fitness and health goals, all while learning world-class martial arts instruction from me. The beautiful thing about this website, it's geared for all levels. So if you're learning martial arts for the first time as a beginner, we help you progress into the bigger stages. And if you're a pro fighter, guess what? We have different fight concepts for you to improve your tool set and your skills in the ring or cage. As the fastest rising kickboxing world champion and a lifelong martial artist with over 30 years of experience, I've been able to combine my passion for martial arts and teaching to create this website. This website's gonna give you some of the tricks, secrets, and inside look at some of the training I use to win my world title. Once you subscribe to this site, you're gonna be getting weekly training videos and tutorials that you can do from anywhere. The sections are broken up into 3 parts. The first is bag workout. So if you have a bag at home or at your gym, you can use these workouts to supplement your training. The second is at-home workouts. A lot of us don't have the room for a bag or a bag in general, so these workouts are for no equipment needed and you can do them anywhere. And finally, the tutorial section. If you're having any problems with a specific technique or fight concept that's covered in any of the workouts, go to the tutorial section, learn the technique, and then go back to the workout, and this time, do it with proper technique. One of the added benefits once you subscribe is the forums section, where you can get a more personalized experience where you can ask questions and I'll be able to go in there and answer them. It's all about building a team and a community of martial artists helping each other grow. So subscribe now to get access to all the videos plus more so you can be part of the squad here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA.